But you need some advice from your corner. And once the corner gives you the advice, you got to take it.
Whitaker leaping in to try to land there.
Whitaker needs some advice now.
Yeah, and I'm not sure he's gotten the sense of urgency out of Ronnie Shields and Lou Duva that might be appropriate for this situation.
Well, he's playing right into the old counter-punches game. Now he's throwing, leading, and Rivera is catching him on the counter. Whitaker doesn't like that.
Smiles and laughs at Rivera, and Rivera smiles and laughs right back at him as round 10 comes to a close.
I know he did. Hey, come on. We need, Pete, I know he did. Pete, we need a round. Stay still, Captain. You got a little swing in there. Stay still. Let Joe do his job. Listen, just pay attention. Go ahead, Joe. Pete, just pay attention, all right? Just pay attention to me.
I'm going to stay in the middle of that motherfucking move.
Stay in the middle, but you got to move your hands. Let me take the mouthpiece up. You got to move your hands. You understand? So we need one of these 2 rounds. That's all we need. We need 1 round, baby. 1 round.
2 rounds to go, man. You have to go. You have to give me the best 2 rounds of your life right now. I have to apply that pressure. Give me the best 2 rounds.
Okay.
Let's go. You want to be a champ? You got to do this.
Just a reminder, fellas, that earlier I said that a good fighter you haven't prepared seriously for can become more of a danger than a much better fighter you have prepared seriously for. It's never easy to know how much of a factor that is here, but this is a closer fight than many people anticipated.
How close, Harold Letterman?
Okay, Jim, I honestly believe that Pernell Whitaker is in definite danger of losing his fight. I've got it 6 rounds to 4, 96-94, Wilfredo Rivera. He's the aggressor. He's landing the hardest shot. Pete's backing up. Give Wilfredo credit for clean punching, effective aggressiveness, good defense. I think he's winning. And that's all there is to it. I'm giving him the last 5 rounds in a row.
I have Whitaker ahead by the same score, 6 rounds to 4.
I pretty much say it the same way. Whitaker's ahead, but barely. Whitaker's ahead in my book. He's going to have to maintain that lead by getting a bit more aggressive. Whenever Rivera doubles up on that right hand, he just can't miss Whitaker's face.
The judges are from New Jersey, Trinidad, and Hawaii. So 2 of the 3 are American judges. And, of course, both of these technically are American fighters. Now Whitaker chopping away with the left hand as he begins to become more active in the 11th.
And I think that's kept Whitaker in the fight, that right jab of his. Whenever he gets behind, he applies that pressure with the jab, and the points start to add up again.
When I say both fighters technically are American, of course I refer to the fact that Puerto Rico is a protectorate under the auspices of the USA. Whitaker landed at a higher rate in round 10, but again only threw 35 punches. He does seem to be trying to bring the punch output up a little bit here, George.
There's a strange look on Pernell Whitaker's face, and you don't like to see that look on a veteran fighter's face because you think, when is that last fight is going to happen? And every veteran got to look for that last fight he has in him.
Great right hand shot lands for Rivera. And Rivera begins to fight as though he smells success. You're talking about one of the greatest champions in the sport, the man generally regarded as one of the 2 best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Would judges give him the benefit of the doubt, or the Puerto Rican fighter that they are likely not to have seen before? That question answers itself.
He made Pernell Whitaker miss a straight left hand in the latter round. That just doesn't happen.
Come on, baby, let's go. Hey, last round, we got to suck it up, baby. Last round, baby. This is the gold round. This is the gold medal right here. This is the gold medal round. This is what we be talking about in training camp. This is it right here. Now we got to...
You have to apply the most pressure you possibly can in the last minute. Don't let him break. Keep busy. You know we're going to win this fight. Let's go, 1 round to go.
You got to throw combinations at this guy, right?
Hustle, baby. Don't let this guy out hustle you.
Don't let them hustle.
You can't outfight going back, you understand?
Throw punches.
You heard someone in the corner telling Pernell Whitaker this was a gold medal round. The Olympics meant a lot to Pernell. He told us he wanted to do well, and this year, the first time the Olympics have been held and will be held in the U.S. since he won the gold at Los Angeles, and he has to make a statement in this round.
Whitaker fans in the crowd chanting, Pete, Pete, Pete. In the 11th, he managed to up the punch output a little. He threw 43, but Rivera threw 73. He's still backing Whitaker up most of the time. High drama in the Caribbean. Hard right hand by Rivera. And the Puerto Rican contingent comes up out of its seats.
Yeah, the hard reality is you get to be a veteran. I don't care if you had 100 boxing matches. This is still the fight game. And then when it hits you in the 12th round that you got to fight, after all of this glamour of being pound for pound, all of that stuff, still got to fight to win. It hurts.
2 vicious right-hand body shots by Rivera. Whitaker comes back with a hard left hand. Rivera gets lucky with a right-hand counter inside. Still the aggressor. Still backing Whitaker up. Less than a minute and a half to go.
I thought Whitaker's legs wobbled there for a moment.
More than a moment.
I think he is mondo exhausto, guys. I think all the rumors about the training are proving all too true for Pernell Whitaker.
Rivera even cut off the ring from Pernell Whitaker. No one has been able to do that before.
Question, is it all coming too late? Rivera was awfully patient in the early rounds when we thought he should have gone at Whitaker a little harder.
This is what he should have been doing in the first 6 rounds.
Whitaker not throwing much. Rivera looking to land a couple more hard shots. Whitaker ducks into the corner against the taller man and doesn't get anything out of it.
Now, veteran, you got to play your tricks, and you got to play your tricks good. You got to drop your hand, you got to bounce, you got to spin, you got to run. And you convince the younger fella, hey, I've got lots of energy.
Wilfredo Rivera looking over Whitaker's shoulder at you and me, George, and winking at us.
He believes that he's taking this thing from Pernell Whitaker.
He thinks he's got it. He thinks he's got one of the biggest upsets in recent years in boxing. In a couple of minutes, we'll find out.
I think he's going to...
Look at the swelling above Whitaker's left eye. He has never looked like that before.
What happened is, when you get older, you don't want to dry out, go without water, and dehydrate yourself anymore. You want to be a wealthy fella. And what comes along with that? Puffing, swelling. You got to pay those
your body's
dues.
just not as resilient as it is when you're perfectly
It's not the
trained.
body. You just don't want to put it through the grind to make it like that anymore.
Yep.
You can do it, but you got to want it.
Well, according to punch stat numbers in round 12, Whitaker threw 32 punches and Rivera threw 70. Whitaker landing 11, Rivera landing 24. I don't see how you could score the round any other way other than for Wilfredo Rivera. And there's Harold Letterman's card. Harold?
Jim, I think it's the end of it here in boxing. I've got a 115, 113, 7 rounds to 5, Wilfredo Rivera. Jim, I just go for the aggressive guy every time. I mean, this is effective